Now, going into my predictions for the Final Four. Now, on the women's side, I am going to pick South Carolina to make it to the finals, and I'm predicting UCLA to make it to the finals. I think that South Carolina is just going to beat Texas off of pure experience. And then in regards to UCLA versus UConn, if I was being honest, I prefer for UConn to make it because I feel like UConn versus South Carolina is like a bigger draw. It's more box office. You get, you know, the school that is known for being the most dominant in women's college basketball, UConn, versus the school that is currently in that position with South Carolina. So it's like a literal pass the torch situation. But basing it off of just being objective, I do think that UCLA will get the win over UConn, mainly because of their size. I think that Betts is going to have her way inside, and I feel like they'll be able to just match up better against UConn and pull off the win. So in the finals, I do have South Carolina and UCLA, and I am predicting that South Carolina will get the win over UCLA, getting the win and becoming the back-to-back champs. Now on the men's side, I am predicting that Florida will beat Auburn. And I think Florida, with their win streak, has proven that they were the best team in the SEC. And then in the other game, I have Houston pulling the upset against Duke. I think that, Duke definitely has, if you line up just player for player, Duke probably has the better players. Obviously, they have arguably the best player in college in Cooper Flag. But I think that overall, Houston's team defense, the way they help and then help the helper, and they always seem to be in the right spot and able to force teams into the shots that they don't want to take. I think this will play a role, and I think Houston pulls off the upset against Duke and makes it to the final championship game. And then in the championship game, I have Florida beating Houston, and I think that Florida, having been more battle tested throughout the year, will pull off the win and take it home for the SEC and get the championship.